While testifying at the Nhlanhla Commission this week, head of SAP's legal division, Marga van Rooyen, criticised Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Police for not acting soon enough on KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's allegations. Van Rooyen recalled Mkhwanazi initially making the allegations to the Portfolio Committee back in March, adding that the fact that there was no action is an indication of their failure in regards to their mandate. Now let's speak to a member of Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Policing, Makashule Gana, just a little bit more on that. Makashule, thank you so much for your time. You heard the testimony coming out from the Commission earlier this week, speaking about the fact that the committee essentially dropped the ball and failed in its mandate. Your response to this, would you agree?
Good morning, Veronica, and good morning to the viewers. I don't agree. I completely disagree. It's always easy to judge the events that happened in March through the standards of today. It's the easiest thing to do. There's that saying that hindsight is the best science. So everyone is now coming out and saying, no, the Portfolio Committee did not do what it's supposed to do. No one up until the 6th of July, including maybe yourselves or the station, actually said that, no, the Portfolio Committee is not doing what it's supposed to do. Let me unpack it to you. When you look at the events of the 5th of March, 2025, you have to look at it in relation of what was happening at the time and whether the course of action that we took collectively as the Portfolio Committee, but also as individual members, whether it was in line with holding the executive to account. So I think now everyone, because now everyone is given a platform, is given a microphone, they will say what they have to say. You can then ask them, all right, between the 5th of March and the 6th of July, you were looking at Parliament. What did you do? Because in all the things, like in our interaction on a monthly basis, weekly basis, we interact with the police. Did anyone, whether it's from the NPA or from the police themselves, say, no, there are these things, we believe that you are not doing the work that you are doing? No one came and said that thing. So I guess it's a human trait to judge the past events through the eyes of today. So maybe yourself, Veronica, you might have interacted with the Minister of Police between the 5th of March and the 6th of July. And someone could very well ask, did you ask him the questions that ordinarily you will ask him today? And the chances are it's unlikely that you ask the question. Yeah. Because the environment, you must look at things that are happening in relation to the time that it happened, not through the events of today. So let me make this as a last example. Someone will then, let's say 3 months down the line, someone will look at this interview and say, but Veronica did not ask this question then. And you are like, no, I asked the question in relation to the events that were happening in that particular week. So I did not have the kind of hindsight that I now have.
So you would agree then that the Portfolio Committee didn't have the hindsight. Essentially, when Mkhwanazi came to the committee in the 5th of March, there was, very little in terms of at least challenging any of the allegations that he made. Was there a moment, at least, when the committee heard these allegations and perhaps thought, should we perhaps interrogate, should we bring in the SAP's management to ask them why such a decision would be made? And I understand that you say perhaps maybe there is a lot more relevance to what took place back in March because of what is taking place now. But perhaps had the committee taken some sort of a decision. You heard Van Rooyen as well saying that even just an investigation, a probe, or bringing some of SAP's management in to account for these actions, perhaps maybe we wouldn't be dealing with a commission, but rather we would have known that the committee has done its work as an oversight body.
We have done so everyone now, because now they've got the benefit of added information that emanates from the press conference on the 6th of March. Now everyone has now developed some kind of bravado to now make this kind of accusations. Let me say this. On the 6th of, or on the 5th of March, these allegations are made. At the end of remember the political killings task team, for instance, it was based in KZN. So that you and I will agree. At the end of March, the portfolio committee goes to KZN, spends 3 days with the police leadership, including General Mkhwanazi, going through some of the allegations that are made in that committee. That's why you will not have, say for instance, you will not have General Mkhwanazi saying no, Parliament did absolutely nothing, because he knows we went to KZN as a portfolio committee at the end of March. We spent 3 days with the leadership of the police in KZN. That in all those 3 days that we were in KZN, General Mkhwanazi was with us, and we were able to ask. We went to the hotspots in KZN. We spent 3 days. So that's why the people who are making this kind of allegations, they are saying no, portfolio committee did nothing. But ask General Kasha, who's a district commissioner in eThekwini, ask General Mkhwanazi whether the portfolio committee did not spend 3 days interrogating some of the issues that were raised in the portfolio committee on the 5th of March. Subsequent to that, when the police came to present their quarterly crime statistics, these questions were asked, even to the point, like at a personal level, like myself as a member of parliament, when the deputy president, and I've got receipts for all this, when the deputy president came to parliament to answer questions, the question that I asked, I am not interested about what others asked. The question that I asked him, because he's the chairperson of the Justice Crime Prevention Cluster at cabinet level, was whether these fights that we are seeing in the police, in the crime intelligence, what are they about and what is being done about that? So that's on record. The last thing that I will say, Veronica, is that on the 4th of July, this is 2 days before General Mkhwanazi gives his press conference, we were debating the police budget in Parliament. The inputs that I made on that particular day relate to this infighting that Mkhwanazi reveals 2 days later. So to then someone climb the top of Carlton Center and claim that the portfolio committee, ourselves as members of the committee, have done nothing is just grandstanding of the highest order.
All right. Well, that is, of course, Member of Parliament there, Makashule Gana, speaking on the allegations that the Portfolio Committee on Policing essentially failed to take heed of Mkhwanazi's allegations.